Hello, dear students. I am Samir Velankar. I welcome all of you to this fourth video on hash search. In this video, we will solve one exercise. The exercise says that we want to map all the keys given below. These are the keys given, and these keys are to be mapped using modulo division method. That is, we will take each key and divide it with some constant and obtain the remainder, and that remainder will give us the address. We want to map all these keys in the hash table of size 20, you see. So in the question, they have given the size of the hash table. Notice the number of keys given are 10. Number of keys are 10, and these 10 keys are to be mapped in a hash table of size 20. So we don't have any problem of space. Hash table given in the question has already a size larger than the number of keys to be mapped. And the question says you have to use linear probing to handle collisions. Also, they have asked us to state the density of hashing. Now, as you recall, linear probing is a method to handle collisions, isn't it? Now, the only missing thing in this exercise is that they have asked us to use modulo division method. That's fine. So the key has to be divided with some constant, but they have not given us this constant. That means they have not asked us to use the hash function like key percent 10 or key percent 12. I mean, how does a person solving this question decide this constant? Now, the rule of thumb you can take is that size of the hash table is given, that's 20. So if hash table is going to be of 20 elements, then the addresses in the hash table H will be 0 to 19 because it is 20 element array. And we have these 10 keys that we are going to map. Now, any of these 10 keys can get mapped anywhere between 0 to 19th address, isn't it? Anywhere in these addresses, because that's the only space that we have. So, how about writing a hash function which will give address always in the range of 0 to 19? That's the key point. Because the hash table size is given, we know what is the smallest address and what is the largest address. So as the hash table size is 20, I will prefer taking the hash function as key percent 20. Now this is 20 is the size of the hash table as you see. So the addresses will be in the range 0, 0 will be the smallest remainder, isn't it? And 19 will be the largest remainder if you divide any number with 20. Hence we have decided that in the solution that the hash function we will take is key percent 20. Now we will take each and every key and map it. Like the first step says insert key 23. Now if you compute 23% 20, that's our hash function, you will get remainder as 3. So as you can see, 23 has been hashed to address 3, and this doesn't result in collision because when we were mapping 23 at address 3 was empty or didn't store any value. Next key to be inserted is 45 as you see, and the address will be 45% 20. Oh, this is wrongly written. I'm so sorry. This is 5. Okay, 45% 20 is 5. So fifth address is going to now store 45, and there was no collision even here because fifth address was vacant at that point when we were mapping 45. Next key is 68 given in the data set, and for 68, 8 will be the address, isn't it? 20 into 3 is 60 and the remainder is 8. So 68 gets mapped to the 8th address. 32, the next key, will be mapped to address 12. As you see, addresses are in the range 0 to 19. So 32 has got hashed to address 12. Still there are no collisions. Now, what about the key 43? 43 should get mapped to address 3. 43% 20. But you notice in the previous hash table, if you try to store 43 at the address 3, then there is a collision because at the address 3 is already storing 23. Now they have mentioned in the question that you have to use linear probing in case of collision. And the linear probing says from the basic address, just increase the address by 1 and check is the next address vacant. And it is vacant, so 43 is going to be stored at address 4. Hence, in the later diagram, we have shown 43 stored at fourth address. So remember, till now we have got one collision. 43 has collided. What about 65? The next key. 65 also gets mapped to address 5. But just check in the earlier hash table, you can't store 65 at address 5. There is a collision. Then using linear probing, we will store 65 at the sixth address. That's what has been shown in the later diagram. So remember there are two collisions by now. Isn't it so? 43 collided and 65 collided. And this process goes on. What are the rest of the keys after 65? Now, taking our data, after 65 we have 44, 93, 38, 63. So 44 and 93, let's see. After inserting 65, 44 should get mapped to the fourth address. Compute the address for 44. It is 4, isn't it? 44 should get mapped to address 4, but it can't go to address 4 due to collision. And then using linear probing, these locations are full, but seventh location, as you see, was empty. So 44 was stored here. And continuing in this fashion, we have got this hash table. Isn't it so? Now, I think after 44, I don't remember the keys. After 44, we had 93 and 38. Then 93, as you see, went at the 13th address and there was no problem. There was no collision. I hope you are understanding. So the number of collisions, if you complete this exercise, were 4 collisions. 4 keys collided. Just check on your own. And there were 10 keys. So the density of hashing is number of collisions divided by number of keys. So we have 40% density, which is fair enough. Not so good, but okay. This is how we have solved the exercise by deciding the hash function, isn't it? We decided that the hash function should be key percent 20 because the size of the hash table given was 20. Thank you very much.